Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've made two studies for you that focus very much on the alternation between thumb, index and medium. As you can see here in study number 1 and study number 2. Both studies are quite similar. They have a different bit. As you see here, letter C, as you remember, 4 beats per bar, and here 3 beats per bar. I think it's our new one. We didn't play. This is the first. I think this is the first time when we play on 3/4. But let's begin with our first line of the first study. So we have C note, G, D note, G. Second bar, E note, G, C note, G, D, G, E, G. As you see, always there is an alternation, and I've made specifically for this. So to summarize just a little bit, the fingering of the right hand will be I, P. P stands, as you remember, for thumb. So I, P, M, P, I, P, M, P. This will be the movement that we are going to apply here with, of course, other notes. So I'm going to start very, very slow so you can listen to it and watch it. C, G, D, G, E, G, C, G, D, G, E, G, F, G, D, G. If I want to play just a little bit more faster so you can understand better the melody. I think it's a beautiful melody. So we kind of have almost two voices. One is the first one in which on the second string and the first the voice have some dynamics, so go up and down. And the second voice is in the one that stays still on the third string. But yes, it's true that even though it might be like two voices, we still have one, and I'm going to explain in the future when we really have two voices or maybe three. So I'm going to repeat the first line very slow. C, G, D, keeping always alternating my fingers. I, P, M, P. Third bar, D, I, P, M, P, F, P, D, P. Second line, same fingering on the right hand, starting with E note and I finger. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. F, G, E, G, D, G, C, G, E, G. Last note is a half note, and we have double notes. So I'm going to play this C with the M finger and this G with the thumb. So I'm going to place both, as you can see, this one here, and I'm going very gently to close my hand, attack the string and close my hand, like this. I'm not going to, either I'm going to unite my strings, no, I'm just going to put a little pressure and release. When I release, I'm not doing this. I'm just closing very gently my hand. So this was it for the first study. And then study number 2. I still have the same fingering of the right hand for each bar. So now we are in 3/4. I'm only going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. 3/4 is very used on the waltzers. A valzer is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So every valzer has 3/4. It can have also double 6 8 notes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 if the it's very fast valzer, but in this case no. So 3/4 only I see only quarters notes mostly, and my fingering on the right hand will be I M P, I M P, I M P, M P, P. Okay, so let me show it to you. I can, if you are studying this for the first time, I would suggest you just to put your guitar here and start only do open strings. I M P. I'm going to put thumb on the 3rd string, index on the 2nd, medium on the 3rd, and I'm going to just do I M thumb, I M thumb, I M thumb. And now let's go directly to the study, and we are going to do C note I, E note M, G note with the P or thumb. Let me repeat it. Then I have D here with the I, F and G. Notice when I do this, I'm not stopping the notes between, like I'm not doing this and release. Just play one note and release the finger. No. I really want to make it sound very like an atmosphere. If I do, I'm just stopping the notes and stopping the atmosphere of the dance, because this essentially is a little bit dance. So I'm going to keep pressing the 2nd string and then going to the 1st string with the F. I can also pressing both, but in a very gentle way, of course. Let's go to the bar number 3. I have back to the C notes, E and G with the thumb. And now I have an F with the middle finger. Why I've put the middle finger and not the I? Because there is a distance between my thumb here on the 3rd string and my 1st string. So doing this, it's very okay. But since when I play, I mostly play the with my I finger, with my index, I mostly play all the notes that are in the 2nd strings. In this case, as you see, I always have encountered with my I finger all the notes on the 2nd string. Therefore, I have thought, okay, I'm going to have an F which is on the 1st string, and I'm going to play with an M, and then thumb, thumb. You can experiment. You can try either here with the I finger or with an M. For me, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you exercise it, is that you practice how to alternate. So let's go to the 2nd line. C, this time with the P, because we have another kind of alternation. We have G, G. So thumb, medium, index, thumb, M, Look what I did. Let's go to the first line, first bar of the second line. So here, bar number 5. I have C with the thumb, then I have G, and look, I'm taking it, I'm pressing it with my finger number 4. Why? Because next I will have here the D note and still the G. So I would prefer to do and then go with my third finger, D, G, G. It's helping me keeping the sound of the G, and also the coordination is better. Otherwise I would do here and then, or even with the second. It's better. Now I put finger number 3 on the D note and keeping finger number 4 on the G. Okay, let's go here. Here I have E. All of 3 notes are on the same strings. So I'm going to play E with the thumb and then back to the G. Then here, last bar, still remaining on the first string, F and G. I think this is a beautiful line. I did twice in order for you to see that I made 2 changes. The first one I was playing with my 4th finger, and the second time normally with 1 and 3. But I think it's beautiful. Let's play it one more time. It's beautiful. I really like it. So bar number 9, we have here C, G, G, D, G, G, and now we have 2 lines, okay, this one and this one. As you see, the first line or the first voice will be still quarter notes, G, F, D, and here we have a second voice, which is a bass, that lasts 3. I didn't tell you that this is enough notes, as you already know, but a dot placed very near the note will increase the value of that note with half, meaning this dot is increasing the half note with an half. Okay, so it's half note with 1/2 more. So if an half note is represented by 2 quarters, because it has to be, is 2 quarters plus 1/4. Therefore, this bass will last for all this bar. And I'm going to play the bass with my thumb and the G here, the voice number 1, with my middle finger. And then I will alternate. F, D, let me repeat it. And now we go here. And we last with the thumb. Again, we have half note with that. So 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. Let me rephrase it a little bit for you. Here, the last line. Even I can play also here. I think it's a beautiful piece. The way I did it was putting always on those G note, putting always my finger number 4. You can put also the third one, but I will always suggest you put the 4, because then you can very easy working on the second string. Here you can put 1, 4. Here on the D note you can place the finger that you always place, as we have learned, the third finger, and here still the 4. Especially here, look, so you have 1, 4, 4, 1, 4, 4, and then here you still have the 4. Let me play from here. So you have D note with the third, as we already know. Then we have, in order to keeping the sound, we have here finger number 4. So see, we don't have to make any changes. And then I will keep the number 4 here on the G, my finger number 4, which is this one, and I will play with bass. Then I will go back to the F next note here, simply in the normal way. 1, D with my third finger, and conclusion. You can also put the third finger if you want. Let me play it from here. Then I shift. Now 3, 1, 3. I have placed here the third finger, but I think it's a little bit more complicated. You do as you please, you do as you feel more comfortable, okay? I'm just guiding or offering you more possibilities. Remember, keep alternating, so always try to read very carefully, and high focus on the positions, high focus on the fingering. You can find this score on my site. I will leave you everything on the description of this video. Thank you so much. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.